If you want to avoid being arrested, avoid swingers knocking on your cabin door, and avoid the crew calling you out for looking unkempt, then make sure you watch this video before packing for your cruise. Because in this video, I'm breaking down what not to wear on a cruise ship. From the outfits that will get you weird looks at dinner to the patterns that could possibly get you in trouble with the law. Whether you were cruising with Virgin Voyages or Royal Caribbean, whether you were going to Alaska or the Mediterranean, I'd recommend watching this whole video before packing for your cruise vacation. The first thing you want to avoid wearing on your cruise vacation is anything with a pineapple on it. The humble pineapple might look like just a cute fruit pattern, but it's actually a symbol for something a little more spicier than just a fruit bowl, especially if this pineapple is upside down. You might be signaling to other passengers that you're interested in new friendships. So the pineapple is, I believe, the universal symbol for swingers. So by all means, if you are a swinger and that's what you like to do, get it, wear the pineapples you enjoy. But it's just important that if you're not open to that, you probably don't want to be sporting the pineapple because you might give people the wrong impression. And to be honest, this happens more often than not, especially when I was working on ships. I would see people all the time wearing pineapple clothing, especially in the Caribbean. You know, we all like our Caribbean tropical shirts. So a lot of people on cruises wear pineapples completely innocently, and then they might get a little bit weirded out when they're getting a few extra looks from other passengers, or some passengers are being extra friendly. They're probably being nice because they think that you're interested in something else. If you do want to know more about this, I have gone into a lot of detail in the video that I will link up here and down below in the description box. But yes, if you are not a swinger, then I would avoid wearing anything with a pineapple on your next cruise. The next thing you want to avoid wearing, because it could literally get you arrested, is camouflage. So I'm talking camouflage hats, pants, shirts, anything with camouflage on you want to avoid wearing, especially in the Caribbean or South America. This is primarily where it could be an issue, because in some countries, especially these Caribbean countries, you can only wear camouflage if you are part of the military. And if you are not part of the military and you wear camo, it's seen as an offence. So I remember when I went to Antigua with my family, there was like 20 of us, and my godmother wore these camouflage trousers on the plane, and when we landed she had to take her trousers off in the airport. Just avoid it, just avoid wearing camo, because no one wants to be told to strip on the spot. And then of course the reason I say it can get you arrested is because if for whatever reason you decide to refuse to take the camo off, you can be arrested. So it's just easier if you don't wear camo. Now I want to talk about swimwear. Now, the type of swimwear that you wear on your cruise kind of depends on what cruise line you go on, okay? And you've just got to read the room. Like, the swimwear that's acceptable on Virgin Voyages is probably not going to be acceptable on Royal Caribbean. When I was working on Virgin Voyages, there was a lot of ass cheek. Like, you saw a lot of skin. People were very comfortable wearing their skimpier bikinis, their skimpier swim shorts, because it's an adults only cruise line. Everyone's over 18. However, if you're going on Disney, Royal Caribbean, a family cruise, you probably want to wear something that covers you up a little bit more, because there are going to be kids running around. And if we compare this to land holidays, you're going to wear very different swimwear on a girl's trip to Ibiza than you're going to wear on a family trip to the Caribbean. Then going off swimwear, on most cruise ships now, the main pool deck is going to be on the same deck as the main buffet, which means that you can just go straight from the pool to the buffet. However, you cannot go to the main buffet just in your swimwear, so you are going to need to take a cover-up. How revealing this cover-up is kind of depends on the cruise line. Also, you will have to be dry. You cannot go in there sopping wet from the pool. So it is a good idea to take a cover up with you when you go on a cruise, so you can just go from pool to buffet and you don't have to go back down to your cabin. Because I know, like, before you're on the cruise, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but it can be a bit frustrating if you're right by the buffet, but you have to go all the way down to your cabin to get a change of clothes to be able to go in the buffet. So if you're watching this video and you are planning to book a cruise, then I want to take this opportunity to shout out the company I always book my cruises with, Cruises It. And the reason I've partnered with Cruises It is because they can get you the best rate guaranteed. And let's be honest, we all want to get the most for our money. But the real reason I love working with them is because they hold your hand through the whole process. So if it's your first cruise or even your second, it can be really overwhelming trying to pick the right right cruise line, the right itinerary, excursions. Do you need a drinks package? Do you not? And getting those decisions right can be the difference between you only ever wanting to cruise and never wanting to cruise again. And that's the kind of support that makes booking a cruise fun rather than stressful. So if you're ready to book a cruise or just have questions, then make sure you call the number on screen or click the link down below to speak to my trusted travel advisors who will be happy to help you out. Not only is it the best way for you to book a cruise, but it will also help to support the channel and will help to save you money along the way. Now this is a little bit different because it's not something that you can't wear, it's actually something that you have to wear, which is shoes. And I know to a lot of you this is going to sound obvious, but you would be surprised how many people think it's okay to walk around the cruise ship barefoot. And a lot of these people who do walk around cruise ships barefoot have the outlook of like, I'm inside, I'm on the ship. But outside of your cabin, you need to treat the cruise ship like any public area and wear shoes. Like you wouldn't go to the shopping mall without shoes on, right? You do need to wear shoes, and a crew member will pull you up on it if you are walking around without shoes. Next, you want to avoid wearing any political slogans. I don't think I really need to say why. You're on a ship, it's an enclosed space, you don't really want to make any enemies. Just avoid it. Like, why do you need to make a political statement on your t-shirt on your cruise? Like, just have a good time, you know? And that's really all I have to say about that. And the last thing I think you should avoid wearing is jewellery and fine watches in some ports. I am of the opinion that it is perfectly safe to wear these nice items on a cruise ship from my experience, but you just need to be careful when you go out in port. And this is specific ports, just like the camo. You know, if you're going to Mallorca, you can probably wear some camo shorts. But if you're going to Antigua, I'd probably avoid wearing the camo. And the same for jewellery and watches. You know, certain ports are going to be fine, and then other ports, you probably don't want to wear your diamonds out, you know? But that is obviously down to your discretion and whether you feel safe wearing those things. But unfortunately, while I haven't heard any horror stories of people on board cruise ships, I have heard some horror stories of people getting off the cruise ship, going out in port and wearing their lovely watch or their diamond bracelet, and they've been pickpocketed or mugged, or you know, something awful has happened. So I'm of the opinion that you can absolutely take your fine jewellery on board with you and wear it when you go out to dinner on the cruise ship, but just maybe refrain from wearing it outside, depending on where in the world you are going. But anyway, those are just some things that I would avoid wearing on your next cruise. If you are going on a cruise this summer, then please let me know where you are going. It's all very exciting. But I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope it has helped. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next video. Mwah.